strange, very strange signal. Very, very strange signal, Captain. Very strange.
On screen, on the main viewer.
Captain, put him on screen.
Wow. That is... What am I looking at? Talk about a strange signal. Man, look at that.
Well, hello everybody. Welcome to Sci-Fi Nation. I'm your host Jay. Oh man, we got people on the panel sleeping already. This ain't no good.
Hey, I'm hearing some snoring.
Yeah, me too. Damn it, Jim.
Damn it, Jim, wake up. Okay, that's all I'm going to say to this man. If you're sleeping. So how you doing there, Jason?
I'm all right, Mikey. How are you?
You know, doing better. You know, we got our phone situation all fixed. Thank God.
Oh, that's good.
And I was able to at least get back to the free plan of StreamYard. The free plan.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, you should be able to do that no matter what. Yeah, I mean, before I started paying for it, I had like 10 different emails I would use,
right?
Just so I could stream all month. But that was when they only gave you like 10 hours a month.
Yeah, you know what I found out though? Here's what I found out. And oh, hey, welcome to Valor Omega. Okay.
Actually, that's his wife, Viv.
Oh, that's Viv?
Sci-fi. Yeah, because she speaks Klingon. So.
Hey, Viv, what's up?
Blitz Sci-fi and friends. Yes. I hope I pronounced that right there, dude.
Not the glows gleam.
Yeah. Yeah, so anyway, I found out something that bothers me because with StreamYard, I know it's based out of the States. I get that. Yeah. But they don't accommodate the Canadian exchange of it. So I think that's why Suzanne and I found out, that's why we were paying so much, is because the payment is USD. It's not Canadian dollars. And I don't know why that is. And I tried to, when I restarted, the free plan with StreamYard, and I think that's pretty much what we stay with for now. But if they do start to charge us, I'm going to be gone, and we're not going to do that. Again, we're saving money, but yeah. But I mean, it's that exchange, and I didn't realize that there was that currency exchange permanently. And then I look at it, and I tried to change it to Canadian dollars, just in case, but it won't change. It stays that way. So I was like, oh crap. Well, then that's why we're being charged. That's why we're being charged so much, because of the exchange rate. Because it went up it seemed like every month.
Yeah, that's kind of messed up. You think you'd be able to change that, or they would do that automatically depending on your location, right?
Right. See now, because you're in the States. Well, yeah. See now, because you're in the States and because Jim is in the States, it's probably why your StreamYard may or may not be cheaper, or maybe you're not paying as much on it. But I know if you're in Canada, and because we don't have the Canadian exchange rate apparently included in a deal, that's why we're paying more. And that's why, I think that's why my friend Larry stopped it too, because maybe for where he lives in the Southwest, they pay more. Maybe it's in different regions you pay a lot more.
Well, that would be really messed up if they charge depending on region.
Oh, yeah. Well, it seems like they charge an arm and a leg. Well, maybe a body part.
Well, I know my plan is like it's $45 a month.
Yeah, 45. That
which
sounds about
is
right.
which is messed up because like a couple years ago it was only like $20 a month.
Yeah, see, now they're steadily increasing it on you. Now, what Suzanne and she just said to me was ours started small, but then we went up to $70 a month, and we said, "Oh my
70.
lord, 70, yeah, 70."
That's yeah, no, screw that.
Yeah, that was definitely a f yourself, and
Yeah.
and we had to stop. Yeah. Oh, hey, Daniel. There's Daniel's hot topics.
Hey Daniel.
Hey, bud, he's alive.
Viv says, I'm all right, just extremely tired. Just got back home from the hospital with Valor. He had a
Oh
massive
man.
relapse, causing him to collapse and fall down the stairs.
Oh
Thankfully, no
shit!
broken
I'm so
bones.
sorry,
Or,
Viv. Damn.
wow, yeah, hey, yeah, give that guy our best. We're pulling for him for sure.
Oh
That's
yeah. Well, no, we're definitely pulling. Yeah.
yeah, that's no fun at all. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's make sure we pull for Larry too, because I think he had a problem again with his lung. Uh, collapsed lung. He had one problem, and then I think now he's having more problems, more issues with the other. And I was like, oh damn, what else does this guy have to go through to survive on this planet? I don't know, man. I'm scared myself. I told Suzanne earlier, here I am. I'm 60 years old, and what I have to face is my dad had a heart attack when he turned 60. Then my best friend, he turned 60 and got the heart attack. And my wife said, "Well, yeah, but you don't forget your mom. Your mom you have a lot more of her DNA in you than my dad." I said, "Oh yeah, well that's true. I don't think my mom thank God, has ever suffered a heart attack herself, but still they do have problems on both sides of the family, heart problems and lung problems and all sorts of shit." So I'm like, well, you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. That's how it
Oh,
is.
for sure.
Yeah.
Daniel, I read your comment. I'm not gonna say it out loud. Um, but all I can say to that is you can't fix stupid.
Nope.
So
You guys heard about right about the Philippines earthquake 6.9?
no.
Okay, well, there was a 6.9 earthquake, killed dozens of people out in
Oh,
a small island. Well, it's called Cebu, Cebu, out in the
oh,
Philippines.
Cebu. Yep. Okay.
Cebu, yeah. And I was afraid for a friend out there. Her name is Jalea, and she has her mother and everything. So we checked on her channel. She's okay. She said that as soon as the earthquake happened, she called her mother, and her mother called her back. And apparently, she's in a safe enough area. She's not far from Manila. So, and then this other earthquake happened several, miles from Manila. So, thankfully, she's okay. But
Yeah.
yeah, but
Yeah.
Daniel, yeah. Well, and have you guys seen the shootings that have gone on? Oh my lord!
We
And in
had one here
Trinidad?
in Yeah, we had one here in Michigan the other day.
Yeah, I saw
It,
that, dude. What the hell? I mean, like,
yeah, in Grand Blanc at a church. That was just crazy.
yeah. Well, that guy's dead, right? I think they showed
Yeah.
some video where he got shot and torn apart, by
Yeah.
cops.
The police kind of offed him at the scene. So yeah.
Yeah, and then they see it, then in the video you kind of see his body laying there like it ain't moving. No. The cops hated what he did and they blew him away so they didn't have to pay taxes.
Well, he tried to fight his way out of it, which
Yeah.
was dumb.
Stupid. Yeah, you should have just surrendered.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
especially in Michigan. Michigan's never had a death penalty, so the worst you're going to do is go to prison for the rest of your life. Now, you might get taken out in prison by somebody that didn't agree with what you did, but you'd still get there.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to help you with Valor. Well, Viv, she says, okay. Doctors want to keep him overnight yesterday to run tests and to ensure he hadn't broken anything or concussion, doctor said. Valor is just one tough bastard. They wanted Valor to stay another night. And he said no, and that's why we got home so late. Yeah, I know. But here's the thing. I gotta say to you that it's admirable that he's that tough. But I can also tell you my best friend Larry is also very tough and very obstinate. And if he like he doesn't like to stay there, but I know, his wife Diane will force him literally to stay there. And I know he has to be there because he keeps having these recurring ailments, they keep coming back from what he suffered from before after he had his heart surgery and everything. So, I tell him, I say, look, brother, I understand. If you want to leave, you don't want to be in the hospital, you don't want to be stuck there, I'm totally 1,000,000% behind you. But just remember, if you have another recurring thing, you're going to have to go back. And that's the worst part. You don't want to go back. You don't want to go back to the hospital again and have these things happen. It happened to my dad a couple times. It happened to my mom even once or twice. I mean, and some of my other family members are also very stubborn people, but but they tell you, they demand that you stay there at least to be, for observation. Then do that. But then after that, all bets are off.
If you're too stubborn and you really want to get out of there, though, make sure you sign a waiver before you leave, releasing them from liability. So
exactly, yeah. That's why I believe me, Viv. I get what you're coming from. Definitely, I do. I understand.
Well, I get it. I understand that she probably wants him to stay and another day and get better, but if Valor's made up his mind, Valor's made up his mind, right? So.
Oh yeah. No, like I said, if you're stubborn and obstinate, you're just going to say, no, I'm not staying here. No, I want to go home. That's it. And you know what? You can't stop them, right? Like you said, just sign the waiver, get the fuck out of Dodge, and go home. That's it. Yeah. Last place you want to do is die in the hospital. Holy crap. I've heard of so many people that have gone into the hospital for minor shit and then they die. I'm like, okay, look, what do you do? What do you do in that case? What do you do?
I'd rather not bring that part of it up because that's kind of a touchy subject right now with me. So
yeah, it is. Yeah, I understand. Sorry.
No, it's all right, man. I mean, we got the lawyers on it right now, and so yeah.
Well, I mean, you do get a choice, right? When Nikki does eventually go home to heaven, she gets to stay home, right? I mean, she's not going to.
Oh, I'm not talking about Nikki, but yeah, no, Nikki made her choice. She wants to stay right here at home. So
okay, that's good. Yeah. Hey, she's got that choice. She's allowed.
She could go to long-term hospice care, which it's right here. It's here in town, but she would rather be here with me and Brandon. So, and
that's I think that's very admirable, and I applaud her for making that decision that she wants to be with family. She wants to be close.
Absolutely.
Yeah. No, I get it. I mean, you remember that stuff that was happening with us last year. With Suzanne lost like 5 of her friends, literally, like it seemed like 1 month after another. They were all dropping dead like flies, and every one of them just ended up in the hospital. Ultimately, but then that was it. That was their last destination. And I told Suzanne, I said, I don't want to. Suzanne, if anything happens to me or you, I don't think you want us to be in the hospital. I think you want to be home. You don't want to be in a hospice or in a nursing home, whatever, to die. I mean, my mother, she worked for one, and she said that most of the people that went into this hospice for, extended care never made it out. I mean, it's the saddest thing. It truly is.
Right.
Yeah. And they had no one there for them. That's the even that is the worst part. Is that if you can't visit your own, relatives and friends that are with you, they can't even visit you. That's the thing. Most of the time, they won't even let them in there. And I'm like, well.
Oh, I'd fight tooth and nail with them doctors if they wouldn't let my family come in there. I'd be like, either you let them in or watch me walk out the door.
Exactly.
One of the two.
Exactly. Yeah. Hey, Daniel.
Oh my dear Lord. I can't believe back in the 90s they had 22 episodes a season. You know how hard it is to get through Buffy the Vampire Slayer? My God, I have to go through 22 episodes a season.
Oh, plus there's the new Buffy show too.
Yeah. Hopefully that'll be like,
Well,
Yeah.
it's already had what 2 seasons already, hasn't it? The new Buffy show.
No, there hasn't been a new show.
Yeah, there is.
There's a planned reboot of the Buffy the Vampire Slayer. You told me about that yourself, Daniel.
Yeah, I know, but there isn't one now.
Yeah, I thought it was already streaming.
Yeah, I thought it was already going on like Peacock or something.
Yeah, so did I.
I thought it was. I don't know. Maybe I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen that. I heard rumors. I heard the news, and I was like, okay, so what is it going to be showing on? What platform? And I haven't seen anything yet. So
Unless it's like a crappy remake, like the Rush Hour. Remember that Rush Hour TV show that came out with like different actors?
oh god, yeah. I mean, the one after they did Jackie Chan, Chris Tucker, right? The original
Yeah.
Rush Hour films. I think
Yeah.
it was after. Wasn't it after the third one? So I know
Yeah.
they've done at least 3.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because they did 3 Rush Hour movies. So.
That's true. And I know Zhang Ji Yi. Oh, I mentioned her as an honorable mention in my top 10 martial artists I did just recently. Oh man, she kicks butt. I loved her in Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon too, when she fought Michelle Yeoh. Man, that was great. Those are great fights.
Oh,
Yeah.
something Michelle Yeoh is in that didn't suck. Imagine that.
Well, yeah, she was in something that didn't suck. Yeah, well, Section 31 was a total shitstorm. So
That was
believe
Yeah,
me.
I know.
Yeah.
I could. Oh, that was.
Oh God! I mean, I had to watch that with Gorilla and people. I was like, "Oh, are you serious? This is nuts!"
Let
Oh my
me
God!
let me read Viv's comments and then we'll get into that.
Yeah, go for that. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Viv says, we have an appointment with his neurologist on Tuesday. Until then, I'm watching him like a hawk, sitting on the sofa with Valor, sleeping on a pillow on my lap, so I can keep an eye on him after that scare. And she says, all we can do is be there for those we love and help them when needed. Yes, absolutely.
Oh
Absolutely.
yeah, absolutely. That's what the most wonderful thing that Jay does for Nikki is he's there constantly for her. That's what you want to be, right? You want to be there for the person like that.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm going to have to face pretty soon in the next few months when Suzanne, I told you, she's got to have both her knees replaced, with titanium and crap, and I was like, oh, great, and I know what I've got to face, I'm going to be doing a lot of extra work for her. And you know what? She's totally worth it. She's totally worth it. And I will be there every minute, every second, taking care of her. I'll even start cooking shit if I have to, but
Mikey, you're gonna have to do 100% and then some. And I'll tell you what, right now, man, I know what it's like firsthand. So if you ever get frustrated or you just need somebody to talk to that's going through that, just get a hold of me, man. Because
I've got you on Facebook, so I can definitely Facebook message you, and if I get really bummed out or upset, definitely. Yeah, I need firsthand experience, which you definitely carry, and I would need that. So thank you for offering that.
Yeah. Hey, for sure, man. Because I know what it's like taking care of your significant other, like 100%. So yeah.
Well, I am totally willing to do it. my other two exes. My other 2 exes didn't really deserve it. Well, I'm not going to say they didn't deserve it. I'm just saying that they weren't the kind of people that felt like they needed help, like they could handle themselves. I said, well, that's fine, but I'm always still here for you. Well, my Suzanne is a totally wonderful and different person that I will literally kill myself for to make sure she's doing well. That's how far I would go.
Viv says she's been trying to get into Buffy, but she just can't. Bones, I like. As the actor who played Angel, I don't see the sex appeal with that actor.
Yeah, that's Pomeranz. Yeah, I don't think he's doing that anymore, though, and I don't know if he's going to come back. Some people have said he is, but until I see it for myself, I don't think he's going to come back.
Yeah, David Boreanaz isn't really sexy. I don't find him sexy. Maybe it's because I'm a guy. But
well, gee, I think that.
Well, I hope so, Daniel. David Boreanaz is not necessarily a very, hot looking, handsome man as far as actors go. I really, I don't so much miss Sarah Michelle Gellar as Buffy. Who I really do miss is Allison Hannigan. I miss her because I
Well,
thought she was
see,
great.
yeah, see, I graduated in '94, right? So
Yeah.
like Sarah Michelle Gellar was is Buffy as far as I'm concerned, right? She's like the
Well,
original.
except for the movie where Christy Swanson does a great Buffy. Okay,
Right?
let's be
Yeah.
honest.
Okay. Yeah. I'll give her that. Christy Swanson does do a great Buffy, right?
Give her a great.
Which is what the TV show was based off of, right? So
Exactly. Well, it continued right from that point. I
yeah,
think
it
you're
did. Yeah, the TV series continued on right from like the movie and then the TV show. So
yeah, of course.
But is the movie truly canon because they remade a little in the season 2 finale? They kind of showed a little clip of like Buffy before the season 1 finale when she was in LA in going to high school in LA and she met her first watcher and it wasn't Donald Sutherland, it was somebody else.
Right. It was somebody else that was before him.
are you really going to get Donald Sutherland for like a 2-minute TV clip though? Come on, man.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Well,
that guy's been acting since the mid '70s. He's not going to come on a TV show for a 2-minute clip just because he
for
was
a
in
2-minute clip just to renew himself. That's
Yeah.
true. I was thinking of that myself, but I was like, no, he's not going to do that.
Yeah, but they made it non-canon.
The movie itself? Well, no. Yeah. The movie is just giving you an idea of where the characters are coming from. But as soon as you got the series for it green lit, well, then it. To me, if you have it as a reboot, and or no, as an original film, actually. But if you have that as an original film, and then you're going to go into a series, and if the series does well, which of course it did, and spun off Angel.
Oh yeah, that series blew up. Yes, it did. It blew up.
It really did well. So, you know what, Daniel? I have to say, yeah, there is canon to that because it got everything started. It was like Stargate. Well, look at Stargate. It's, Stargate started originally
from the Stargate movie.
Right, from the Stargate movie. And then you had Stargate SG-1,
Atlantis.
Yeah. Universe. That's
Universe.
Yeah. And I mean, and all of them did well because of that original movie.
And don't forget Stargate Catherine.
Yeah, that's a good one too. The other one I was thinking too was, well, they had that pilot movie of Babylon 5. Now look how far Babylon 5 went. Like after you had the pilot movie, which did so well, and then like Babylon 5 went on and did well, and then it had its own sequel, or I should say spinoff, and like it all went well.
All Babylon 5 was supposed to be was a 2-hour movie of the week, but it got a complete like 5-season series based off of it. So
yeah, basically.
Yeah. And they brought back most of the characters from the original 2-hour thing.
From the original pilot, exactly. Yeah. Which was smart. That's what
absolutely smart. Oh, hey, I remember this was on TV a while back. Oh, hey, they're doing a show about it now. Sweet. Yeah, and that's what got the fans, right?
Yeah. And what was the other one that succeeded like that? Oh, yeah. Duh. The A-Team. The A-Team had a 2-hour pilot called Mexican Hayride. And the only thing they changed was they took Tim Donegan out of his role as Face, put in Dirk Benedict, and it just took off. And I mean, that lasted for 5 seasons.
Oh, that was perfectly done the way they did that. But, it was the same, I believe it was the same executive producer or the same creator that was doing all of those like big time shows back in the 80s.
Yeah. They had some great people back then.
But there was one guy, and I remember his name in all the credits. I just can't think of his name right now. But
Glenn Larson?
Glenn Larson, yes. Because he did Battlestar Galactica, which he did A-Team. So guess what? Oh, hey, actor right there. That's the guy. Right?
Yeah, Glenn A. Larson. And well, of course, he did
he did so many shows.
Yeah. I kind of wish that the Highwayman had lasted more than it did. It had a great pilot episode starter, and and then it only lasted 9 episodes. Thankfully, I got to work in 3 of them. Larry got to work in all of them.
I think I only saw the movie, not the actual.
Yeah, the 2 hour pilot they did,
Yeah,
and then later on
there was
they
the
brought it.
2 hour. Yep.
Yeah, then they brought it in, but that one should have lasted more than 9
So
episodes.
you actually got to be in
Yeah,
that.
I got to act with him. I got to act with him in the company for 3 episodes, and well, like I said, my best friend Larry, who's practically a fixture in Hollywood and music, got to do all 9 episodes. lucky, lucky son of a bitch. That would have been a lot of fun to do all 9, but yeah, I mean, but I was thankful. I mean, I got to do 3 of them, and I did meet some wonderful people. I mean, I can't I can't take back any of those experiences and say they were bad. They weren't at all. I mean, I got to meet some really good people.
I mean, hey, even if you had a bad day, how many people can say they got to experience that though, right?
Whoa, yeah. I mean, we had that movie that came out in '93. I also worked on called Showdown, which was kind of a takeaway from the original Karate Kid. And I got to meet some good people there, and I got to be in
Oh, wait,
some good
so
scenes. I also found out that Hollywood won't hesitate if they hear your voice on camera or in while they're filming the movie, and they want to replace that. That's what they did with my voice. They replaced it. They had a voice actor come in and make some money from that.
well, yeah, because I didn't want to admit you to the SAG and have to actually pay you.
Exactly, to put me into SAG. I wasn't really into being an actor. It just for me it just happened because Larry knew some people, and he said, well, Mike, why didn't Mike, you want to come out and try out and be in the background, work on stuff? And I said, yeah, that's cool. I wanted something to do. I was in my early 20s at the time, so I was like, yeah, no problem.
Yeah,
That was a lot of fun.
because technically, if your voice would have been on film,
Yes.
they would have had to give you credits for it in the
Right.
credits, which means they would have had to admit you to SAG,
Sure.
Screen Actors Guild, because your voice was there. And
Because my voice was represented, right? But in this case,
exactly, yes.
right? But in this case, what they did was it was only a minor word. Okay, it was the word "yeah." That's all I said, and I said it in a very loud voice. And I remember this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like yeah,
Yeah.
like yeah, and so yeah. I mean, so I said that, and the the director who came up there, his last name was Shaw, like Shaw of Iran, that sort of thing, NOP Shaw. And he comes up to me and he says, okay, he said, that was awesome. I think I'll keep that. And I said, oh, great, thank you. But then later on, when I'm watching it with a bunch of cousins, my parents, and everybody else, and I was like, get ready, because here comes my voice. And next thing you know, it sounds nothing like me. I'm sitting there fucking embarrassed. I was like, are you kidding me? Some guy just did my, yeah. And he goes, yeah. And I'm like, oh, crap. That's not me. I didn't say it that way. Oh, man. So I realized how Hollywood can just.
What movie was it?
It's called Showdown. It came out in 1993. It was, like I said, it was kind of a takeoff of Karate Kid. It featured this guy named Ken Scott. It also featured Billy Blanks, who is, one of my favorite martial artists of all time. So, there was Billy, and then you got Anna Donna, who was in the movie earlier, which was called Boomerang with Eddie Murphy.
Oh yeah, Boomerang. That's a good movie. Yeah.
Yeah, that really nice blonde chick, Anna Donna, was in it. And then early on, you had the lady who became popular, or maybe not so popular, for the Brady Bunch movies they redid with Gary Cole and that shit, and that was Christine Taylor. So she was in it. Yeah, so not bad people. I mean, they were good. Met them and everything. So yeah, I just didn't get to do the high school scenes, which I wish I could have done, because it was at my old high school, and I had only graduated 10 years before in '83. So in '93, when they were doing this movie, or in '92, I should say, it had been, like less than 9 years. And I wish I could have done those scenes at the high school. I still looked young enough that I could pull it off. It would have been cool if I had
I was
just
gonna
sat.
say, yeah, if
Yeah.
it's the picture that you put up as your for your
Yeah,
videos,
the one that you seen where I raised my fist. That was my moment.
yeah, with
That,
you got like the shaggy blonde hair and everything, and
the shaggy blonde hair, wearing a jean jacket,
yeah,
because it was cold. It was damn cold in there. I mean, we're in the middle. Okay, get this. We're in the middle of summer, right? This is when they're filming it. This is in the middle of summer. We're in a makeshift old warehouse they had down on Grand Avenue outside of downtown Phoenix. They put they had the major AC on. So we're all freezing. I mean, everybody's freezing in there. It's almost like they had Arctic winter inside, and we're all trying to film this shit. So I had to put on my really heavy
I'm
jacket.
still trying to comprehend old ass warehouse in Phoenix with ice cold air conditioning. That does not compute in my brain for some reason.
Yeah, I know, but it was Hollywood, right? It's how Hollywood makes movies.
Well, they probably brought in like portable AC units and had them set up.
Oh, obviously. I mean, but you know what's so cool? Like I said, this was really an abandoned warehouse, near town, and nobody was doing anything with it. But this was when, Arizona didn't have that taxation that they did on Hollywood sets or on TV, shows that were being filmed there at the time. So, which came later and ruined the state practically. Yeah, but I mean, at that time, they were able to take this entire warehouse and turn it into a dojo, like a full-fledged fighting dojo with, box office, where you could go buy your tickets, you could make bets, you could do all this, and it was all built into this one place. It was so weird, but it was so great because I'd never seen such a full-on movie set like that. And of course, it was local.
Yeah.
It was locally in the Phoenix area, so anybody who was anybody wanted to be a part of it. Wanted to be there, and I just thought that was funny. Yeah. Of course, it didn't help. I was with my ex-wife at the time. Who was soon to be my ex-wife in a few years. I didn't help. I was with her, but we got into some scenes and it was cool, and that's what we did. We filmed at the dojo and a set, and we got paid for what we did and background. It wasn't bad pay either for back then in the early 90s. So I mean, nowadays it's probably pittance, probably pieces of shit where you get free food, or you get free food or some shit. But other than that, but I mean, back then it was cool. Yeah,
you get craft service, but it's the B side of the craft service table. It's
that's true, but I didn't have any complaints about that. Well, no, I didn't have any complaints about the craft service. The craft service was great because we got this. We had this one long hallway that they built, just for the craft services to serve food and shoot. And it was good. And I mean, every time we had food, we had like a lunch break and then we had a dinner break. And when we had that, we were all there and, they wanted to keep it consistent. They wanted to have, all of the background they had because remember, this was just a makeshift dojo thing they created. So they wanted me in the background for as much as possible up to the point where I did that scene that you saw in my avatar. And that was prominent. So I was like, cool, you're recognizing me. Well, at least they did that. I mean, I guess I can't be totally upset they stole my voice, but at the same time, it would have been cool if you had paid me for that. It was just one line of dialogue, It wasn't like I was saying, the Gettysburg Address or some shit, while all the fighting's going on, it was just kind of funny. But it wasn't, overall, like I say, in the 90s, that was my great experience. I got a chance, to be in a movie, to be in a TV show, to sing with the Little River Band. Oh my God, that was just so freaking awesome. And I got to go to Vegas. I had some money I saved. I went to Vegas. I had some fun. I didn't lose a lot of money, which is always the best part. And then
you were living in Arizona. Vegas isn't but a hop and a skip away, anyhow. So.
Yeah, right. It was close. So I mean, it I was living the life, but unfortunately, I was married to this one hag, for 7 years, and then the other one for less than 2 years. And I was like, that really, when it came to, going through those marriages and then divorce, that was the rough part. That was really difficult to go through. So
Well, I can
believe me,
imagine.
Daniel, if you get married and you lose the person because they don't want you or anything like that, that
Just
is
let them,
not
just let
something
them,
you want to go
just let them
through.
fucking go.
Yeah, just let them go. Yeah, don't let them drag on. Don't let them hang
Yep,
on.
and don't try to hang on their coattails and let them drag you around and
Oh, sure.
whatever.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
that's
That's
just
that's
gonna
good
hurt you
advice
even more.
there.
So,
Yeah. Well, now, Nikki, is Nikki your very one and only, or I'm sure you probably had a few other people before.
oh yeah, I had several before her, but yes,
Yeah.
she's the one I've been with the longest. I've been with her for 14 years.
Yeah, and Suzanne is the one I've been with 15 years. So, yeah.
And
Well, she's the longest.
the thing is, though, I've always had long relationships, right? So
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you've told me about those before.
yeah,
Yeah, very long. Yes.
yeah. So
Yeah.
she's just the one I've been with the longest so far. So.
Yeah. I think that works with animals too. Like, let's see. Well, Moon Pie is going to be 9 next year. And this year, Deja Vu turns 5. The longest relationship that Suzanne had was with her boy Lucky, and that was for 15 years that she was with Lucky. I already told I've already told Moon Pie several times, you are the longest now. All my other previous uh, you know, pets that I had in my life, I didn't spend very long with, but with Moon Pie, she's the longest now. 9 years, which will be 9 years March 21st next year. So, in my personal life. I love cats.
I've had
Animals in
Brownie.
general, but I love cats the most. Cats are great.
Yep, I've had Brownie almost 8 years. So
8 years? Wow.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I got Bella a couple years after I got him.
Right.
Maybe not even a couple years, less than it. Well, like close to a year after I got Brownie, I got Bella.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Well, I know Daniel and Coco are very close. How long have you had Coco, Daniel? How long
I
have
got
you
him
had
in
him?
October 2017.
Okay, so you've had him
So
for 7 years now.
8 years.
8 years. 8 years. I'm sorry. 8 years. Yes, that's a good long time. 8 years. And Coco will probably eventually, because how small he is and everything, but how fun and frolicky he is, he'll probably live at least another 10 years,
You
maybe.
know, and that's the thing. Brownie's the same way. He is so energetic, and even to this day, compared to Bella, which was from the exact same litter,
Yeah.
was kind of slow and mellow, and it's just weird seeing these two dogs from the same litter being complete opposite, right? With their energy levels, and yeah, it's
Well, yeah, well, my kitty cats are, like I said, they're 4 years apart, and originally we got Moon Pie from a breeder, from a breeder family, and then when we got Deja Vu actually came from another previous owner, a Middle Eastern owner. Uh, she had lived through 4 other homes before this guy, and then when she went into this 5th home and she was being abused, the guy just had to feel like he had a heart, and he said, I gotta give her to somebody that really loves cats. And we got lucky. We came across him and we said, hey, you know what, why don't you give you know Deja Vu to us, because we already had a name for her. So he said, oh, okay. So we took her, called her Deja Vu, and we got her fixed, and which we had already done with Moon Pie previously. And they still fight, but but they playfully fight. It's like they
yeah,
bat each other with their front paws and everything, and they do
yeah.
a
Well,
sibling rivalry kind of thing.
yeah, that's what they do. I mean, Brownie and Bella used to do the same thing. So
Do they still do the same thing, or every once in a while, or
no, Bella passed away a couple weeks ago.
oh shit! Oh, I'm so sorry, dude. I didn't know. I didn't know that Bella passed. Oh, frick. Oh.
Yep. I had a stream about it. I'm sorry. I thought you knew, but no.
No, I didn't even know. Seriously, sir.
Yeah, no.
No,
But
I'm
it's
sorry,
been.
Joe.
It'll be like 2 weeks on Monday. But I went to
Wow.
work and came home and gave them both treats because they were wagging their tails and whatever like they do after I get home, and I gave them their treats and
Right.
came in my room to change, and I went out there and she was laying down on the mat next to Nikki's bed and didn't think much of it.
Yeah.
Went and did something else, came back, she was in the same spot. I'm like, that don't look right. So I knelt down and she was gone. So
Do you
Jim,
know? Do you know what she? Do you know what Bella passed from? Do you know?
I was talking to a couple people and they said it sounded like she might have had cancer because she was drinking tons of water and she had lost a little bit of weight, not enough to really, affect her body weight, but she did lose a little bit of weight.
Right.
And she was having a hard time breathing. So,
Did you find any lesions underneath her or anything?
no, she didn't have any lesions on her at all.
Okay. Well, that's how my parents, they had a few of those Great Dane type of dogs, and
Big dogs, yeah.
the big dogs, and that's how my mom and dad lost one of their dogs. Was, she had been around for a while and then eventually just passed because she had the lesions. She started to show on her underside, and everything else was going on. And that's how she passed. And that her name was Bertha. That's how she passed. And then before that, we had a dachshund named Queenie. And we had Queenie, gosh, almost 15 years, I think. And that was when we used to live in the northeastern part of Phoenix. And we just one day, she's starting to panic, and she's trying to stand up, but she can't. And she started, going to the bathroom on herself and everything. It was really sad,
Wow.
and then we found out why, and she was just having cancer was happening, and and
See,
it's like
Bella,
so,
Bella didn't have any incontinence or anything like that. She didn't have any lesions. It's just, I don't know. I don't know if her heart was giving out on her, or if she had cancer.
How old was she when she passed there, Jay?
Oh, same exact age as Brownie, and I got him in 2018.
So Bella was 6.
No, 7. She was at least almost 8 because Brownie will turn 8 in January. So,
all right.
So she was almost 8.
Almost 8. Wow. I wonder what it was. That's weird.
Hello, Suzanne. How are you?
Oh, hello, Miss Suzanne Extine. How are you? It's good to see you.
I'll use. Okay, that's my Susie girl there. That's Susie. that way we don't get the two Suzannes confused.
The two Suzannes messed up. Yeah, exactly. Well, and the Suzanne there in Saskatchewan, she does have Harlem. A good kid, a good boy. Doing great, boys. Oh, nice. Well, nice. I'm glad that you're doing better there, Suzanne.
I do have the link at the top, Suzanne, or I can send it to your, either in Discord or on Twitter. If you can't get the link at the top, just let me know. I'm happy to help you if you want to come on. Yep, Harlem
he is an amazing kid. He is.
Yes. Absolutely.
I know he loves you unconditionally. I know that. It's hard to find nowadays, having family members that still love each other unconditionally like that. It is hard.
Anytime you think your family's messed up, just go to Walmart and you'll see how normal.
Oh my God. Yeah, no. Yeah, don't even get me started. Hey, Suze, how's it going?
It's going good. Beautiful day. Slept the whole fucking thing away. Now I'm awake.
Nice. Well, I'm
And
awake too. I should be asleep right now.
you
I
sound like
slept
you're
the
in
whole
a
day.
you sound like you're in a good mood and relatively free of pain, so that's good.
No pain.
That's
No
that's always a
pain
good
for
thing.
probably a good week already.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, no pain at all.
Hey, I love your moniker there. Badass grandma.
That's the
There you
one.
go. There you
Yeah.
go.
That's her. Well, yeah, that's her name on Twitter.
Yeah,
It is. Nice.
it is.
I
So how's
think I
Suzanne
said it.
doing?
Yeah.
How's
Got it.
Mikey Suzanne doing?
Oh, we're doing good. We got our phone situation fixed, and unfortunately, we lost our Mikey Sus 4 channel. However, YouTube brought it
Why?
back. Well, because we had a hacker, a
Ah,
homeless asshole who was a Middle Eastern guy, and well, you know those guys. They're
yeah,
all pretty much
yeah.
hackers in secret.
You know, I gotta ask you a question, Mikey. Did you like a comment of mine from your video 2 months ago on your old channel?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, I want to make sure that was you and not the hacker.
No, that was me. I did like that. Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Um,
So you got access to the old channel then?
we have access to it. Yeah. Well,
Okay.
here's the thing, Suzanne and Larry, my Suzanne and Larry, and to some extent Raquel, SSG. She said, you don't need all these playlists, on your channel. In fact, it kind of undermines what you're trying to do when you're trying to get subs and things like that. And I looked at it, for a couple of days, and I said, "Oh, you're right. This is terrible. I don't know why I downloaded so much crap." So I went ahead and just made sure I delete, and it was a good thing I did too, because I deleted a lot of stuff from previous playlists. But I did keep what what me and Suzanne had created, from our last channel, and then of course I had my Warlord Fade channel, so I still have some of that stuff there, that I can use and download into my liked videos. But that's really all I've got now is liked videos for Chatty Blogger MS. And
great.
yeah, that's what we use right now. We just, in order to promote, we use what we downloaded from three previous channels now. Well, two, and then the one we're running right now. So yeah, it was
Good.
very disappointing. Yeah, it was very depressing. This guy broke into my Google account. It's really weird. He was able. I don't know why the man was homeless, but I mean, he had to have been a plant or something. But he somehow managed to bypass the facial recognition from the phone that my wife had previous that he stole, just in broad daylight, just snatched it. And I was there. I was there with my wife, so I had no idea what just happened, and this was just in broad daylight. He bumped against us, and I had no idea what he did. But then we found out, like, her phone's gone. And then he somehow bypassed the facial and screwed with her phone. He called my parents all the way down there in Arizona 3 different times. 3 times. And I said,
Wow.
what the fuck? And I said, what is he trying to? Well, of course, my parents, aren't going to recognize this number. Thankfully, it was, a different phone. And the only phone number they accept is the one I have right now on my phone.
Good.
And which was good. So they just rejected those calls. But then the cops wouldn't do anything. The local cops here, it's like, short of, okay, if the guy puts a gun to your head and says, "I want all your money and your phone and all that other shit that you own," oh yeah, then the cops will get involved. But because the thing got stolen broad daylight and nobody else was around,
Yeah, they don't care about pickpockets anymore.
They don't care about pickpockets anymore. Yeah, it's obviously fucked up.
Not until it becomes monetary now.
Viv says hello. Suzanne.
Hello, Valor.
That's Viv.
Hey, hello. Yeah.
Yeah, that's Viv.
Yeah.
Valor is having a bad day. He just got home from the hospital. So
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, he had a relapse and fell down the stairs, and thankfully he's not hurt too bad. So.
Yeah.
Oh, Viv, take care of him, girl. Hugs, prayers for better healing.
Absolutely. Viv says, "I hope nobody minds if I use a bit of humor." Of course not. Use all the humor you want, Viv.
Yeah. Use everything you want there.
No, Viv has been with the channel since the beginning, even since the beginning of the old channel. So Viv has whatever Viv wants, Viv gets, basically.
Carte blanche. There you go.
There you go. She says Valor bought a lot of liquid IV blood bag candy to give out on Hallows Eve, on All Hallows Eve to creep people out. Thought it was funny. That is fucking hilarious.
Oh,
I love
that's gonna scare even some teenage people like trying to get candy and shit. Wow.
Yeah,
Way to go, Viv. Yeah, there you go.
Just be careful. They know it's candy because you might.
Oh, yeah.
You might get some police showing up.
Yeah, you might have some cops show up in the door going, "What are you selling? What are you giving away?" You know how cops are. They're
That's
pissed.
okay. She'll just beat them off with her pain sticks. So
Oh, well, there you go. That's what should happen. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, long story short, so we got both our phones. Suzanne got a replacement phone. I thankfully got to keep my same phone number. What I did was because we were connected, I had to make sure my phone went to factory settings. So I had to shut it down. And then when we got hello Lemon, good to see you, Sir Lemon. So then when we got
Hi.
well, Lemon's awesome.
hey, Lemon.
Then when we got our phones back, like I said, thankfully I got to keep our same exact phone number that my parents can reach us with, that my wife can reach me with if there's an emergency or trouble, then I got that. So thankfully that all happened. Like I said, I had to restart from the beginning, but you know what? It doesn't bother me. I see that there's always like some positive thing. Like I think I really needed to step back, because I just turned 60 and now I'm really starting to feel effects, trying to get up in the morning, trying to move around. And I'm like, oh God. Yeah. And this is what my parents warned me about. But of course, I was a total naive bastard back then and said, oh, no, I'll be fine. I can handle this. Well, now my parents are still doing stuff, even when my dad, he's going to turn 81 this year. My mom just turned 79. And I'm like, and I'm turning 60 and I'm already feeling the effects. And they said, well, see,
I'm literally 10 years behind you. I'm turning 50 in a few months.
Yeah.
My mom just turned 70. So
wow. Oh
I'm
my God.
literally like 10 years behind you in all of that
Yes.
experience. So.
Yeah, but has your mother warned you? Well, come on.
Oh,
Susie
my
told me
mom,
to warn you.
and I'll never forgive her for this. When I was in my 20s,
Yeah.
and I kept going on, oh, I can eat like a horse, right? I can do this, that, and the third. She's like, oh, wait till you hit 30. Wait till you hit 30. I hit 30, I'm like, you son of a bitch.
my parents, my dad warned me when I turned 50. And I said, no, now come on. You know me. I clean my plate. I do all this stuff. And I'm active and I walk. I do all sorts of stuff. He says, oh, no. He says, you're going to start slowing down when you're 50. I guarantee it. And what happened? I slowed my ass down. I couldn't do a lot of walking. So it was just crazy shit. I mean, like my dad called it. I was like, wow. Yeah. Crazy.
That's the thing. I can still walk, right? I can still walk. I mean, because I don't drive, right? So I'm either riding a bike or walking. The only problem with taking care of Nikki full time, I don't get out to be able to do that stuff as much as I want to. And it feels like the last couple of years I've been living a very sedentary lifestyle. And I don't like it, but at the same time, I'm not gonna not take care of her. So, in a way, I feel like I'm sacrificing my own health in a way, like my physical health. Like not like I'm sick or anything like that. Just obviously sitting home all day, except going to work a few hours a week, you're going to gain a little weight, right? So.
Yeah, I did a lot of unhealthy when I was growing up. I did a lot of unhealthy lifting, when they tell you got to lift from your knees, all the common tropes that they tell you as you grow up. It's like watch what you eat, watch what you
Oh,
drink, and
absolutely. Yeah. Stay away from the super processed foods, right? Absolutely.
and that was the problem, is that I ate processed foods almost my entire life. I lived in America for a very long time.
I
And I've
do
only,
live here, and trust me, it's hard because when I go to the
yeah,
store, it's like, okay, I want these easy to make meals, but at the same time, it's like, okay, I need real meat, real veggies. So like 90%, well, not 90, probably 80% of what I make here at home is not like super processed. There might be one or two things here and there, like in a good meal, but like the super processed foods, like because I love like chicken fried rice, right? Like
yeah,
especially there's one I get it at Myers. It's called PF Chang's. I love their fried rice, and it comes in a bag ready to make. And all I gotta do is throw some butter spray in the skillet, heat it up,
Make your
throw it in there, and fry it up, and it's good. So
game, make your own from scratch.
if I had the time, I would, but with everything going on, I just ain't got time to do. Because first of all, I'd have to buy a rice cooker. Second of all, I'd have to make the rice. Third, let that rice sit overnight in the refrigerator for it to make actually good fried rice.
yeah,
You can't use fresh rice to make good fried rice. You just can't.
yeah. I'm sure that Suzanne can definitely coincide with this. But when I first moved here, it took me so long to get used to natural food. Like, I know the Canadians really don't do a lot of process at all, right? And it took a while, and I think it was like almost a year after I lived here, and we had these paramedics. They do constant health checks on people that live in smaller, lower income housing like we do, and it's embarrassing when you hear this paramedic, and then of course eventually I had to go to a doctor to get myself checked out. And it's embarrassing when the doctor tells you, "You mean you ate processed food all this time and you're still breathing?" I mean, that is embarrassing as shit when a Canadian doctor tells you that you practically shouldn't be living, you should be dead right now, but yet you're still
Exactly.
breathing after all that processed food that you ate
And
all
Jay,
this.
I've never ruined a rice cooker in my life. It's called a pot of water, man. Boil
Yeah,
the rice.
I know. Yeah, either way, make the rice in a pot or make it in a rice cooker, but you still gotta let it sit in the fridge overnight for at least 12 hours before you put it in the skillet or the wok to
Right.
make decent fried rice. It just
Well, we had some fried rice earlier tonight. Suzanne made a kind of like a that wok kind of rice, but like she cooked it in the rice cooker and everything like that. It was really good, and she added some great vegetables to it. Uh, you know, cut up cabbage and things like that. And it was just so good. And then we had some very not sugary, but like less sugar type of soy sauce, which is good. And yeah, it was done well. And then she had a nice little pork that she cooked, and then it cooked it up and everything. So pork and rice, it was good. It was very good. Yeah, she makes great meals. Oh, go ahead.
Viv says, I let my uncle know already. He's an officer. I'm sorry. You know how I feel about those people. So the police know, as my uncle asked for a few to scare some new officers. Okay, now that's funny. Okay.
Okay, that's enough to scare the newbies, right? That just became officers.
And Viv, nothing against your uncle, but just
Yeah.
I've had bad experiences. So just
Yeah.
yeah.
There was one of my friends, his name is Fred, and now I think he's retired, but he used to be a detective in the Phoenix Police Department, and he went to the same high school I did, obviously. And Fred was the one who, like, when the kids would come, or when they go up to the houses, to get the candies or whatever, he'd be the first right there, standing right by their shoulder and saying, "Okay, can I please examine this? I'm an officer," and and everything like that. And that, I don't know if that embarrassed his kids or not. His name was Fred. Yeah, Fred Lanier, Lanier. Yeah. So I mean, he would scare his kids and say, "Look, maybe some of this stuff isn't exactly safe,
Well,
and
I
I gotta
tell
be
you
with
what,
you."
I couldn't even touch my Halloween candy. Okay, I went trick or treating in the '80s as a kid,
Oh
and
God, that was scary times, man.
I could not even touch my Halloween candy when I got home. So my mom and dad sat and looked at every wrapper
Yeah,
at the kitchen table under a bright light to make sure there was no needle holes or anything.
right.
And anything that was unwrapped got tossed.
Immediately.
Immediately.
My parents were that way too. Yeah.
And this was in the 80s.
Yeah.
Because
that's in the 80s.
yeah.
I mean, right.
And I grew up in a small town because there was such a scare going around back in the 80s that people were injecting Halloween candy with drugs and all this other bullshit. But
Well, that they ended up having all that stuff somehow put inside the candy itself. You're like, what?
well, no, that's why they looked for like needle holes and anything wrong with the wrappers, anything at all. So yeah, so like basically Halloween trick or treat got over. I just said, screw it, I'm going to bed. Got my bedtime snack, went to bed, and figured I'd have my, my candy the next day or whatever.
There you go. Yeah, we lived in a section of Scottsdale, Arizona at one time. There was this one drug house, so we knew that there were some people that lived in it, right? But still, there were kids that didn't really care. Back then, I guess it was kind of safe. It was like the mid 70s, early 80s. So still neighbors could be trusted, I guess. But for this one house, I mean, we go up there, and one time there was a guy who answers the door. Of course, he looks like a hippie or something like that. But he doesn't look like the owner of the said house. And we said, do you know where are you the guy? Do you have a grandpa or some kind of thing like that? We'd ask them little questions like that, and they'd say, no, well, somebody's renting this place and we have it and blah blah blah. But then 2 years later they would change, and it would be another group of, like, I think this is just my opinion, but I think that the house was probably abandoned, or somebody who used to live in it died, and then whoever the relatives were, or maybe not even relatives, just squalors, right? They came to the house and claimed it and said, "Oh,
Well,
it's
hey,
ours."
I mean, hey, if squatters can keep the electricity going, good on the fucking squatters.
Right, on the squalor, yeah, on the squatters, and yeah, that shit. And I mean, we didn't even recognize people, but still, kids took candy from them. And to be fair, they didn't
Or it could have
poison
been a
them.
rental house and they just rented out to whoever they wanted to.
Could have been, but yeah, well, I mean, well, at least they didn't poison any children. I never heard of anybody die from their candies. So
Yeah, you never heard of nothing bad happening out of that house, right?
yeah,
So,
but still, everybody thought it was a haunted house. I mean, if
now
you'd
that's
seen this,
funny. No, that's actually funny because my aunt lived in a haunted house.
oh really? Oh wow.
Yeah, and I had experiences in it. And so trust me, I'm very skeptical when people say, "Oh, that's haunted." Really? Because I've had experiences. How haunted do you think it is? Let's get into it.
Yeah, now this is cool what Viv said to you. She said, "No big deal, sci-fi. Not sure if you will like this news, but my uncle likes your content and is watching you at this very moment. You both share the same sense of humor as I do."
Well, hello, Viv's uncle. Thank you for watching the channel. I appreciate you, bud.
Absolutely.
I got nothing against you personally. I know there's bad apples in every profession, so take what I say with a grain of salt, man. It's just I'm just extra careful out there when it comes to dealing with.
I thought Daniel would say something about.
Well, Daniel popped out. He's not even in the basement. Daniel left a few.
He left.
Ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought he would have said something though about this week. It's World Space Week.
Oh, I'm surprised Neil deGrasse Tyson hasn't had something on his channel yet.
No kidding. Yeah, where is Neil? He hasn't been prominent lately. He hasn't shown
Actually,
anything.
actually he does. He has been. He has his channel called Star Talk. I don't know if you knew that was his channel, but
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, that's true. Oh, here's Daniel. Speaking of, he said hello
he's in
and
the
I'm
chat.
back. Yeah. Says I hate it when my internet conks out.
Oh,
Well,
your internet
good.
conked out. Okay, well that explains it.
That explains a lot. Definitely. Yeah.
Well, hello, Daniel.
There you go, Daniel. Susie Q's up here in the panel.
Yep.
Yeah.
Susie Q. Wait. Susie Q. You used an old CCR reference. Okay. I get it.
Absolutely. Why not?
Well, I did for my wife, so I guess it works.
That's how I saw my Susie is with the Z.
Hi.
Yeah.
How you doing? I'm back.
Hi,
Sorry.
Daniel.
How you doing, Susie?
I'm good. You know what, guys? Like, I'm really fucking good. I'm zero pain. You have no idea what this means. Are you familiar with narcotics at all? Like really heavy duty ones?
I'll put it this
Right.
way. I'll put it this way. I've got morphine in my house right now. I've got
Well, you
Haldol
know-
in my house. So yeah, I'm pretty familiar with them. So
Yeah.
So you know what Percocet is and Percodan.
absolutely, I know what those.
I had to take Percocet when I was going through my depression stage.
I
Well, I use that stuff.
I used to
Normally-
work in group homes, Susie, and we had like the run of the gamut of all the meds, right? So
Yeah.
for
Okay, well,
our
here's
clients, so,
My
yeah.
my
Yeah,
Percocet
Yeah.
comes in the size of a mason jar. Okay, we don't do pill bottles anymore. We do
Oh.
mason jar.
Mason
Right.
jar.
Oh yeah. Most of my meds are in mason jars, dude, because the pill bottles are just too fucking small.
Damn, the
So
only
we
thing I
put
ever
them-
seen come in a mason jar was either iced tea, canned veggies, or moonshine.
No, my Percocets are in a mason jar. Anyway,
Yeah.
gives you an idea of my level of pain. Anyhow, here's the shit deal. I have taken one pill a day, probably in the last month. One
Okay. Yeah.
versus tons, copious amounts. My
Mhm.
pain levels have been phenomenal. My weight loss has been phenomenal. I'm just a little twig of a person. My health has been fucking fabulous. Pardon the French. Hopefully, you're not getting docked for that. But
What we're saying the fuck word? I hope not.
Yeah,
I hope not.
I mean, fuck the dumb
I am
shit.
physically and mentally doing really, really well for myself.
And we're
Um,
really happy for that too, because we've said a lot of prayers for you. We do for everybody, but I'm just saying that we say a lot of prayers for you there, Suze. You and
Well, I could
Harley.
use some financial ones right now because we're really in a pickle. But anyway,
Yeah.
health wise, I'm doing really well. Attitude, personality, like I can't believe I have this much oxygen to talk to you
Wow. It's
Well,
great.
without stumbling and fighting for it. And that's with wearing oxygen. I normally stumble and fight.
Wow.
So no, I'm doing really well. But I just wanted people to know that, if you need to reach out, I'm usually up all damn night anyway. Like I'm just waiting to make me pancakes.
Yeah,
This is my wake up time.
trust her on this. She's gotten several drunk messages from me on Twitter Twitter. So
Oh,
Really?
Daniel knows I'm up.
Yeah. I'm glad you're doing well, Susie.
Oh, Daniel, I enjoy talking to you all the time, buddy.
Oh, me too. I love
He's
it.
like my next kid because he's just so young, and I'm freaking old.
you ain't that old. Stop it.
Oh Jesus, I think I'm 60.
Oh, so you're Mikey's age. Okay.
Yeah.
I think I was born in '65.
Yeah.
So
You're
I
the
think
same age as me there, Suze.
Yeah, so then I'm 60.
Yeah.
And I know Jim's not far behind that. So
Hi, Jim.
62.
Oh,
No,
Look
no.
at that.
Jim is older than both of us by like 2 or 3 years.
62.
Yeah.
nice.
Well, and you already know about PvP. He's 60. He just turned 67. So,
Did he?
yeah, he did.
67?
67. Yeah.
yeah,
No.
he told me about that a few nights ago. Yeah.
Yeah, he's old. He's alone. Yeah.
Wow, I thought he was like 62.
Oh no. No, he's the oldest of all of us. If you look at the four of us when we're out there doing Waltons on Friday nights, PvP is definitely the oldest of all four of us.
Wow.
Yeah.
Viv says she'd love to stay longer, but she needs to help Valor to bed after he takes some pain meds. And I will be calling it a night as well. Haven't been this tired in a long time. Good night. Good night, Viv.
Good night, Viv.
You rock, girl. You absolutely rock. Take care of Valor, and we'll see you next time, okay?
Yes,
Peace
definitely.
out, girl. Peace out.
Yeah.
Yes. And we're pulling for you and Valor for sure.
Absolutely.
And Suze, how old is Harlan now?
Fuck old is he now?
I thought you said 16.
Yeah.
He's
It
16.
makes me think, man.
Well, he's a big man, and I would have never thought he was
Big
16.
dude is 6'4" at 16 years old.
I know,
17.
6'4", and he weighs like over 300 pounds, right? Something like that.
That's what I'm saying. If he wasn't all into his computers and his book learnings, that dude could like make millions of dollars being on like WWE or something. So,
or he could play on a football field as a middle linebacker and beat the shit out of people.
All I'm saying, yeah, exactly. All he'd have to do is stand there.
That's all he'd have to do is just stand there. Yeah.
I know, right? The computer geek.
Yeah, computer geek.
Had he been born in the States, different story.
Yeah.
But no, he'll be 17 at Christmas.
Oh, Christmas time, 17. So he's closer to 17. Okay.
Wow.
He's a Boxing Day baby.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a big pussycat, huh?
He is. He is. He's making me pancakes at like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Good boy.
Yeah. That's great. No, I'm glad he can cook. I can't cook worth shit. And I'm gonna have to learn very quickly when my poor Suzanne has her first surgery on her right knee. I'm like, oh crap, man.
Wait, you know what?
I gotta learn.
My mom and grandma taught me how to cook because they're like, boy, you're probably gonna get with some girl that don't know the first thing about a stove. And they were right for the first few girlfriends I had. So that kind of became my thing. I'm the cooker. The one who wants to cook.
Well, I'm glad that Suzanne will be there at least to guide me, because she'll let me know how to cook something or make something, for both of us and things like that. So I'm all fine with that.
I'll have you know, not only can my boy cook, he can bake, and he can clean the house. Although you wouldn't fucking know it looking around this place. But he can do and
he is 16, okay, Suzanne? He is 16.
Again, he can do laundry, although you wouldn't know it, but he can.
Oh, that's good.
And he can also cut grass. Again, not that you would know it.
Right?
Dickhead.
And I can hear him in the background.
My washer's not broken. I just haven't hooked it up.
Oh, really? We know we hooked it.
Alrighty then.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had to yell about cutting the grass. Yeah, it's a big yard.
Well, the longer you let it go, the worse it's going to get.
I know. That's kind of what I told him. But yeah, if I was giving out candy for Halloween, this would be the fucking house to come to. This would be the spooky place. These drops hanging off the front of the house. The screen door is the only thing stopping it from falling off. Yeah, it's kind of spooky looking. But we'll get to it. The more I'm getting, the better it's getting. And you know what? By springtime, Harlem and I will whip through this place like no problem.
Yeah.
And then rent one of those big dumpsters and just start loading it.
Just fill that.
We still have the basement full of stuff we haven't gone through yet from moving here. We moved from a 3,000 square foot home in the country to a tiny little, maybe 500 square foot house.
Out in the further country.
out in the further country in a town, in a village. So
Wow.
yeah,
What'd you say? You got like less than 300 people in that town or whatever?
Yeah.
200 and something. Yeah.
Yeah, less than, yeah.
What is the I know that you go through 4 seasons like we do. So like what is your harshest season? Would that be the winter? Would
Dude,
that be correct?
she's in Saskatchewan. What do you think?
Oh yeah, the
Um,
winter time. Yeah.
yeah, the winter.
I'd say that for sure. Yeah.
Because it's
Yeah,
pretty flat where we are.
It's probably like Michigan, right? I know we got all this nice weather right now, but when winter hits here in Michigan, it feels like nothing but 9 months of the shit. So, and
You'd be sloshing through mud and crap. I've seen Michigan in a harsh winter time, and yeah, it's not pleasant.
no, that's what I'm saying. I'm sure where she's at isn't much better. So.
No.
Mm, we have some sidewalks.
Well, so do
Yeah.
we, but you can't tell because the city doesn't do their damn job. But anyway,
They don't clean up after themselves.
hell no, they don't.
Yeah.
No, my
I
landlord,
don't even.
my
yeah.
landlord used to have the contract for doing the downtown sidewalks in the city. Well, as soon as he gave that up and it became the city's job again, they just said, I can. And so this is where I come in and I call them every time we get a storm and I don't see that they're cleaning the shit. I say, hey, I got a disabled woman that I got to push around in a wheelchair. What the fuck you doing about this shit?
And speaking of the oldest man in the room, Mr. PvP there in the chat saying Susan has the tits freeze her ass off season.
Just sorry for caps. Hey, it's one button. All you got to do is push it.
Yeah,
And that is why the bitch don't leave the house.
you're right.
PvP coming in hot. Yes, he is. Lesson.
Hey, the link is right up there, PvP. If you want to come on in and join us late night vampires.
I am housebound, so I don't leave the house, PvP. You're right. My tits don't freeze off nowhere, man. They stay right where they is.
Yep.
Probably under 2 or 3 layers of sweatshirts if it's cold enough.
No, man, I have gas heat.
Oh no.
You turn up the heat, man.
Ah.
Turn up the heat, get under a quilt, we're good to go.
Oh,
I have those
man.
big got Hutterites out here. So I had them, or Hutterites or Mennonites, whatever they were. And I had to make me a down-filled quilt. So I had this great big
Yeah, I can see how the
quilt.
methane would keep you warm.
I've actually got a couple blankets that Nikki crocheted because she used to love to do that. Yeah. So
I'm glad she can crochet those.
well, she can't no
Jana's
more.
very good at crocheting as well.
She
does that.
can't no more though because of her movements. Hey PvP.
Hey PvP, welcome late night
Hello,
vampire.
PvP.
Hey, oh God! I've been
What?
actually- Can I clear? Fuck! I need to clear my fucking throat.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are you okay there, bud?
Well,
Yeah.
well, you know, I went to bed a couple hours ago because I got an early night, and then my fucking computer, like it's been doing for the last couple weeks, started making a noise again.
Oh,
And I was
Jesus.
actually going to shut the fucker off. And then I thought, well, before I shut the fucker off, I better check YouTube. And
Oh,
I'm
nice to
glad I did. Because then I was like, oh, there's all these assholes on here. I better fucking listen to that.
Assholes.
Yeah, sure as shit. There's so sci-fi in the gang. So yeah.
Hey,
I didn't seem to be one of those.
what's that? What it doesn't Gorilla have that one? We're all assholes here, slapping their heads, right?
Oh, that's you mean this one?
The Spaceballs one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
How many
surrounded.
assholes we got on this ship anyhow? Yo! I knew it. I'm surrounded by assholes.
Keep firing, assholes!
I still love that scene.
I resemble that remark.
I'm not even a fan of that movie, but I do like that scene.
Yeah, I love it. I also like, the guy who does all the sound effects, Michael Winslow.
Uh-oh.
What a great man. I mean, we're friends on YouTube, and and occasionally I go to some of his shows, and I think that he does online. He is one of the funniest voice actors I've ever heard in my life.
From Police Academy, yeah, that dude is awesome.
Oh, he's totally.
Oh, is that the guy in Police Academy that can do like?
Yeah, the black dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can do like thousands of effects, right?
Well,
like,
he was recognized by Rich Little recently. I think it was like within
Rich
the last
Little.
few
I
years.
thought Rich Little's been dead for like 40
No,
years.
no. Rich Little's still breathing. He's like in his 80s or early 90s.
You're fucking kidding me.
I'm not kidding you. Rich Little is still breathing, as far as I know.
Fuck me! I thought he died like back in the 80s.
No. He's been in Vegas and shit. Yeah, he's done stuff.
Okay.
I'm just saying that he recognized one time he recognized Michael as like one of the greatest voice impressionists he's ever heard. Like, because Mike can come up with so much. I'm brave enough to say I can actually call him Mike, even though he calls me Mikey. But anyway, what's so great about Mike is that he can make up anything. And I asked him one time to do a certain sound, which I couldn't for the life of me copy, and he does it right on his show. Like, he did it for me. He said, "Is it like this?"
Mikey, your name dropping is amazing. Like,
no, I love Michael J. Wilson.
You know this guy, you know that guy, you know another guy.
Well, just on interaction,
I'm sure you produced one of Lou Reed's albums back in the 70s.
No, I didn't. I can claim I never worked on a record or anything. Though I did sing backup for my friend Jennifer Crutchfield.
Okay, there you go.
She's local. She lives in the Carolinas with her wonderful husband Chris and a couple kids, and we did a song called "We Are Warriors." It is out there. It's under Swedish Love. I did some background singing on that.
You want to post it in the private chat? I'd listen to it.
Yeah. Let me go look for it. It's on. Let's see here.
Let me go look for it.
I will go look for it.
I was gonna go. I was gonna turn the fucking computer off, and because my computer was making now my computer. Of course, as soon as I got my hair, my computer's perfect again. Go figure. Yeah, it's one of these things that acts up now and again. Then it's good for it could be good, quiet for weeks, and then it'll be a piece of shit again. And I gotta take it in, but it never works out. Between work and the weekend and everything else that I got to do, I never get it into the shop. Anyway, who cares? Nobody gives a fuck what I'm talking about, right? So,
well, I had to go AFK and give Nikki some of her morphine.
I'm just bitching and moaning, and nobody cares about bitching and moaning.
Yeah, except bitches that moan.
Well, if I had the right bitch that I could make her moan, I might be a very happy, content.
Like I said earlier about PvP, the older he gets, the hornier he gets.
Nothing wrong with being horny.
I know.
Yeah, I'm gonna say age and horniness. One does not affect the other. Okay.
Oh yes, it does.
Y'all men need to understand something from a woman's viewpoint. After 60, we don't want to see no wrinkled up balls and half on prick coming near at us, trying to bore us another hour.
Hey, my balls are in good shape, thank you.
Tell that to a 60-year-old woman who's going to say, "Walk away, little boy.
Walk away, little girl."
Yeah,
you old fool.
And you wonder why. And then you wonder why older guys go for younger girls, right? So,
well, Suzanne just told me why.
Okay, I posted it there for you, PvP, and for the rest of you folks if you want a chance to listen to it. It's
Okay.
the lyric video from Swedish. That's her channel on YouTube.
Okay.
it-
Thank you. Thank you.
in the
thank you.
private chat. Okay.
Yeah, it's in the private chat there.
Oh man.
Okay. Yeah, I'll listen. I'll have to listen to that later.
I was on a while ago with Curtis. We did our Dark Shadows again tonight.
Curtis
Yeah, I
Selby.
saw that. I saw that you did that. Yeah.
Yeah, you should have come on and joined us there, Mikey.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was I was preoccupied with
Sleeping.
something
You were
else.
sleeping.
I was sleeping. That's what
Sorry,
I was
sorry,
doing. I was
sorry,
preoccupied with sleep.
Sorry. I didn't fucking care enough to join the fucking program. So yeah, okay.
Lemon Pie says Rich Little, not to be confused with Little Richard.
You know what? I think Little Richard was way cooler. Have you guys ever seen some of Little Richard's shit from the 50s when he's pounding on his fucking piano and shit?
Yeah.
crap.
Yes, I have. Him and Jerry Lee Lewis on stage
Yeah.
together.
Now
Yeah, he's
that
the one that's saying "Good golly, Miss Molly."
good
think I
golly,
did.
Miss Molly, you want a ball? And I don't think he's talking about
Going
going
off the
to
ball.
a ball.
Woo! I used to be able to do that really high. Woo! But I can't do it that high.
If,
Yeah,
if,
right.
If
I
you ever
saw
get
it.
if you ever get a chance, try to look it up. Little Richard and Jerry Lee Lewis on stage together.
Oh yeah,
You know
they did do
would
that
have
one time, didn't they? Yeah.
that would have been concert ticket I would have loved to see.
Oh,
And they were both on piano.
Because they're both great too. They're both
Oh.
fantastic.
Yes.
Yes.
God, I love both because they were both crazy fuckers, right? They were insane, these guys. Like, holy shit. They would pound the shit out of stuff. And everybody's like, what the fuck is going on?
You got Jerry Lee Lewis gliding across his piano piece on his tiptoe with the edge of his finger, and all you hear is in the middle of a song, and then he dives right back into the middle of his piano and goes back down into it. And Little Richard does basically the same fucking thing, right, in his songs.
It's insane. These guys were nuts. Like, I can only imagine what anybody in the 1950s watching these dudes perform was like. What the fuck is going on here? Like,
Ed Sullivan didn't want to have Elvis shown from the waist down on his TV show.
Well, yeah. As much as I love Ed Sullivan, he was
a bit of a prude, wasn't he?
Well, he has conservative. Well, remember when the Doors were on the show?
Yes.
And what was that? There was one line he wanted them to censor. I forget what it was. Something about drugs or something.
Oh yeah, it was from. I think it was from the song "Light My Fire."
Light My Fire. Oh, I know the line. It was like, "Girl, we couldn't get much higher."
Girl, we couldn't get much higher. Come on, baby, light my fire.
And Ed wanted them to change it to "Girl, you want to light my fire" or some shit like that, right?
Yeah.
And of course, Jimmy being
Jim
Morrison,
Morrison was like, "Yeah, hell no."
He was like, "Fuck you, Ed."
That. Yeah.
And he sang the fucking song with the original lyrics, and Ed was like, "You fucking cocksucker."
Hey, you gotta remember too. That's when Late Night was live. It wasn't taped.
That's when it was good.
Yeah, when Late Night TV was live, it wasn't taped.
I used to. My parents and I loved. My parents loved Ed Sullivan. We all watched it every Sunday night, right? Religiously, we watched it every freaking week. I mean, we loved it. We loved his show.
Now, see, I'm a little younger than you, right? I'm pushing 50, so
I'm pushing 70.
It wasn't Ed Sullivan that I watched. It was Johnny Carson, right?
Oh, I love Carson.
Oh, Carson was fucking awesome.
I think Carson was the last late night. Well, okay. I like Ferguson. I think Ferguson was.
Oh, Craig Ferguson. He is fucking dude. Yeah.
Craig Ferguson was the last of the great talk show hosts because he was funny, and he had great guests.
Yeah,
and he didn't let them just talk about their book or their movie. He actually engaged about a conversation about what the fuck they were thinking, what they liked or disliked. I mean,
Susie
Craig
just
was
dipped
great.
out. Susie just dipped out.
Well, I just saw Susie drop. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably. I'm guessing internet problems again.
Maybe.
Could be. Hope you're okay, Susie.
Yeah.
Thank you for being up here. It was a pleasure as always, girl.
I don't like.
Yeah, she was just asking me in backstage what she thought the link was, and I said, "Well, this is a song that came out about a couple years ago called We Are Warriors. It's a Christian-based inspirational tune because Jennifer and Chris, her husband." Oh yeah, there she is.
Hold on, device not connected, Susie.
Okay, yeah. So anyway, I let her know that my friend Jennifer recruited me and some other people because they've heard us sing on our previous videos, and I said, yeah, that's great. I'd love to do that, and so we collaborated, and she took my voice and recorded it, and then she added it with some other people's voices, and her husband Chris is really talented at editing and putting voices together, and he just added mine with a few other.
I got an idea for another song like that, Mikey. And this is a Christian band, so you ain't gotta worry about that. I'd love to see you do that. Welcome back, Susie. So, Mikey, I would love to see you do that with a song called "To Hell with the Devil," and the band is called Stryper, Stryper. And
I know Stryper. I know Stryper. Yeah.
And they are so high pitched. I couldn't even try to sing them even if I wanted.
Oh, I used to be able to do like soprano, some falsetto, not much, just a little bit.
No, but you still have a pretty high voice, bud, is what I'm saying. So I think.
You
could get. I think you could get away with doing Stryper if your friend.
I probably could. I'd ask Larry to do it with us too, because Larry's got that singing voice.
Well, aren't Stryper an 80s Christian band? Like,
well, 90s, but 80s, 90s, yeah.
They're like old school though, right? They're pretty old school, aren't they?
Yeah.
Well, they still sound better than 99.9% of Christian bands out there right now.
Weren't they one of the original Christian? Like they were kind of
Christian rock metal bands. Yes.
Yeah, like they're. I mean,
they were PvP. They were not afraid to take like hard rock and heavy metal and say, you know what? Just because there is this sound and there are bands out there that do this does not mean we can't take that sound.
Well, why not?
And still do it for our faith or our religion, right?
Well, yeah. Like I wasn't into that back in the day because I was like a leftist back then. I hate to admit it.
Okay.
No, I voted NDP back in those days.
I know you told me.
You got to realize this is old man PvP. He's ashamed that he used to be.
I'm ashamed to admit it, but I did vote liberal at one time. And
what do you remember? Do you remember a band named Pantera? You want to hear?
Yes,
I've
dude, that's one of my favorite bands of all time.
Larry knew some members of Pantera. If you want to talk to Larry about that, he'll talk your ear off about the Pantera members.
Well, it's like Stryper and Pantera. I have heard a lot about them, but I've never listened to them.
Pantera, I can tell you right now, Phil Anselmo. Yes. So.
Yeah, Pantera rock. Yeah.
Pantera. The thing is, like Ozzy, bless his soul, rest in peace, Ozzy. Black Sabbath and him, they kind of pretended to be like Christian hard.
No, they
rock,
didn't. They
right?
never tried to pretend they were Christian.
No.
Well, no, but Ozzy wore the cross. When I saw him.
So that was his personal fucking thing you did. That was never for the band.
But they were never like a Christian band, right?
Hell no, they weren't. They were heavy
no.
metal through and through.
But what I'm saying is, they never pretended to be a Christian band, right? And
when you talk about these bands that would sing Christian rock, a form of Christian rock, whether it was metal or light metal or heavy metal, and then they decided when they
light metal.
well, there is light metal, believe it or
I've
not.
never heard that. That is a
Metallica.
term I've never
If you
heard.
listen to Metallica,
Actually, PvP in the US, we call that hair glam metal.
Oh,
hair band metal, like
God.
Poison.
Oh,
You know, like
God.
Poison. Those
Yeah,
bands.
Poison when they first came.
Winger.
Yeah,
You remember Winger?
Poison when they first came out, they looked like a bunch of transvestites on stage.
I gotta say, I'm not a fan of hair bands. Are not my.
Oh my
not
God!
thing.
Wow.
You know
no,
what?
but
I was a big fan of glam. If you were a glam rocker, I was like, yes, I'm listening to that shit.
Yeah, so that's Poison when they first came out.
right.
Yeah, but no, I thought they were just a hair metal band.
Well, yeah, later after they dropped the makeup.
See, the thing is, I got into Bowie, Tyrannosaurus Rex. What was the other one?
Alice Cooper.
Alice Cooper.
Oh,
was
Alice
really,
Cooper. Early
he was more
70s.
shock rock
He was
guy
more
back then,
metal
right?
than
No,
anything.
yeah, Alice
shock
Cooper
rock,
is legitimate. I told you, even though his last name is missing one letter as opposed to mine, my dad did say, yeah, it's very, very possible that he's related. And I looked into his history and I said, yep, he comes from the same background, even though, like I said, his is Fernier, and well, if you add an O to ours, then that becomes our last name. So
I think one of Alice's favorite songs of mine.
Where they got the Alice Cooper name was, I think there was like some folk person. Alice Cooper was like a witch or something, and they took the name.
No, he wasn't a witch. No. Get that out of your head.
No.
He came from
Yeah,
Detroit.
that
He was
is-
not. No.
But no.
Dude, yeah, he's from Detroit.
Didn't they
man.
take the name from some like weird, obscure thing?
No,
Yeah,
well, no, he was
Probably
talking
Alice in
about.
Wonderland.
No. Alice had some of that native. Well, they called them Indians back then, but now it's the Native American shit. Being PC. But I mean, he had one of those. Old Indians from Detroit, Michigan. What's one of the tribes? If you name off a few tribes, Jay, I might be able to tell you.
Okay. There are a few tribes.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say the big one right off the bat, but some of the smaller ones are Cree Indian, which is what my great
It wasn't Cree. It started with an M. He said it started with an M. He said it, and I was like, and I tried to remember because he talked about them in that first Wayne's World. When they met him and said, "We're not worthy. We're not worthy.
We're not worthy. We're not worthy."
Yeah.
I want to say it sounds like almost like a Minnesota name, Mishawaka or something like that, but that doesn't sound right.
Let me look that up because
maybe that's what Gorilla's tribe was, because I know Gorilla's often said he is part native, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm a 16th native, so, and I got the high cheekbones to prove it. Just saying.
Well, I ain't no native at all, but
No, I'm a mutt. I'm okay. I'll be honest with you. I'm a mutt. Okay, I'm English, Irish, Dutch, German, Cree Indian, and probably a couple other things. So
you're a Heinz 67 is what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm a Heinz 57. I'm a mutt. I'm a hot mess. Yeah. So.
That's what we used to call ourselves back in the day. We were Heinz 57s if we had too many.
Okay, it says here that Alice Cooper has documented Sioux Native American.
Oh, Sioux Native, yeah.
Through his father's side. His father was a minister who worked on the Oglala, the Oglala Sioux reservation.
Oglala, yeah, okay.
Oglala, right.
Suzanne, Susie says her internet went wonky. Sorry, no problem, Susie. No problem,
Suzanne.
And she says hello again to Lemon Pie. Yes, absolutely.
And of course, he also, don't forget, he's also, he grew up when he was in Arizona. He grew up near the Apache Reservation in Arizona, where his parents did missionary work, and his mother owned a jewelry store that worked with Hopi and Navajo artists, further connecting him to Native American art and culture. His mother's side of the family is Cherokee. So Although his Sioux ancestry is noted in multiple sources.
Yes,
not
so
always
his
specific.
ancestry is actually from warring Native nations.
Yeah. His full name was Vincent Damon Fournier, F-U-R-N-I-E-R, and mine is F-O-U-R-N-I-E-R.
Dude, Vincent's an awesome name. So is Damon. How the hell do you
Damon.
come up with Alice?
Well, didn't
I
those
think you
old
just have to ask him about that.
but didn't they take the Alice Cooper thing from some fictional crazy lady? Like Alice Cooper was a really crazy.
The only
person.
crazy lady I know that's named Alice, well, there's two of them. One is the housekeeper.
No, but I thought,
and the
Al-
second one is Alice in Wonderland. So,
but I thought Alice Cooper was, like the woman that killed everybody with an axe. Remember that chick?
no, that wasn't a chick. That was a guy. And his name-
No. There was a woman that killed her family with an axe.
No, you're thinking of that. No, her name wasn't Alice. You're thinking. I
know it
thinking
wasn't Alice, but I'm thinking they took their name.
No, her name was Annie. Her name was Annie.
Okay, here's the reason. Here's the reason that Vincent did it. He said Fournier chose Alice Cooper because it sounded like a sweet, innocent name, creating a humorous contrast with the band's dark theatrical image and shock rock style. He described the name as conjuring an image of a little girl with a lollipop in one hand and a butcher knife in the other.
Okay.
Well, that sounds.
And that makes sense to me. And then when you said you thought he was a witch, well, he says, while a popular legend claims the name came from a Ouija board session where Fournier was supposedly revealed to be the reincarnation of a 17th century witch named Alice Cooper, Fournier himself has dismissed this as an urban legend.
But see, I Mikey, I had heard that, right? So that's why I was talking about it.
And I did too, but
Daniel.
I had heard about that, but believe me,
But you know the thing I love about I'm a fan of the Alice Cooper.
Oh, thank you,
band.
Suzanne. Thank you.
The Alice Cooper band in the 70s they did like 5 or 6 albums that were fabulous. Well, the first couple kind of sucked, but you know what I'm saying.
Oh,
well, like I was saying earlier, my favorite song by his is Poison.
Oh by Alice Cooper. Great video.
See that is after what I
know. I did that. I went through all their albums with you on the old channel. Remember PvP?
Yeah.
I don't actually because I have no brain.
You were kind of drunk that night, but yeah, we went through and we did all of his albums.
Well, Prettiest for You is. That's god awful. It's like, I think the legendary story about Prettiest for You is Frank Zappa went to one of their early concerts and the whole room, everybody in the room basically left after 15 minutes. And Frank Zappa signed them immediately because he said any band that can clear out an entire concert hall,
clear out and clear,
minutes, they got something These guys got something going here, right? And that's Frank Zappa. Because
my thing about Zappa was I heard his kids' names before I heard his name, and I'm like, "Are you fucking serious? Who the fuck names their kids that?"
Moon Unit and Dweezil.
Yeah, and then I learned about Frank, and I'm like, "Are you fucking serious right now?"
Yeah, right.
I actually don't think Frank ever had a serious moment in his entire life.
And then you call Weird Al weird.
Yeah. But I gotta respect Frank for being a weirdo all his life and embracing it. Right? He's like, I'm weird. I don't care. I don't give a fuck what you think. I'm a weirdo, and I'm going to.
Yeah, his son is Dweezil. What was his daughter's name again?
Moon Unit.
Moon Unit.
What the
Moon Unit.
What the fuck?
I know it. Have you ever heard the song he did with her though? It's actually kind of fun.
Well, I know his kids are talented just like he is.
Oh, yeah, Dweezil especially is a great guitarist. He gets underrated. I think he gets too underrated.
Have you? I mean, you got to listen to some of Frank's solos on some.
I have. After I learned out who he was, I had listened to him.
The guy is.
He's talented as fuck. Holy shit!
I could, if I spent 100 years trying to learn how to play guitar, I would never get half as.
I love a
Frank.
talented guitarist, right? So
Oh.
so like I only have a few people I that I are in my like top however many, right? Okay. I gotta say, off the bat, my number one guitarist right now is Steve Vai.
Oh, Steve is pretty good, yeah.
Steve Vai is fucking goddamn good.
You know, my favorite guitarist is Mick Ronson.
Really?
You guys don't know who the fuck I'm talking about.
I'm wondering who that is. Can you enlighten us, BBP?
David Bowie's sideman for all his glam albums.
Nick Ronson? Oh yeah, but I mean,
Spiders from
I
Mars.
still think until Eric, I still think until
Eric Clapton
dies.
right?
Yeah, Eric is number one.
Yeah, Eric Clapton.
Have you ever
Stevie Vai? Stevie Vai, definitely.
Have you ever listened to Mick Ronson?
I have listened to Mick Ronson. Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard him on the albums. It's like, but he's never. See, I'm talking about solo guitar artists.
Oh, he's got solo albums too.
Yeah, he's done a few.
Has he? Okay.
Rise and Fall, the Spiders from Mars, and then Loud and Sane is incredible because Ronson. That's when it got heavy, and Ronson fucking rocks his ass off on that album. Fuck, it's so good. And then he does pinups, which is what Bowie doing all his favorite 60s bands. Ronson's great on that. And then, of course, the Spiders got kicked out, and Bowie always went to different.
BVP, were you thinking of Lizzie Borden?
Something like that.
The little girl that murdered her family with a hatchet or an axe.
That's her.
Like that.
Yeah. Thank you, Lemon. Thank you, Lemon.
Oh God.
Yeah, I knew there was some dark thing in the past there, right?
Well, that's not called Alice. What the hell?
That's not called
But
Alice.
I think that's where they got their inspiration from. And the thing is, you know what I love about the Alice Cooper band? It's like all the great bands, they were a Detroit Rock City band, and they were like Detroit, like Iggy Pop was
Detroit was the music scene from the 50s to the fucking 80s, man.
That's it. But Detroit was known for the hard rocking assholes, right? They would rock.
Well, not only that, but Detroit had Motown, Detroit had R&B, Detroit had soul music, Detroit had hip hop, Detroit had everything. It was music central.
Detroit was one of the great cities in the world in those decades. Yeah.
Yeah, Suzanne said she learned something new today. Apparently, if you have a bad case of hiccups, you need to gargle water and then they go away.
No, you don't. No, you don't. You just put a pencil between your teeth and swallow some water.
You know what you need to do, Suzanne. You just need to get a handsome man and do what a woman naturally wants to do. That'll fill your throat down, baby.
Wow.
You
just have to learn how to swallow.
I'm sure Suzanne wants to slap me in the head right now, but
she probably does.
Oh, I'm sure she wants to do more than that to you, buddy, and not in a good way.
But I'm okay. I'm okay. Because I like to joke around, but
I know you're joking, and I'm sure she knows it.
You know, my favorite Alice Cooper album has got to be Killer.
Now, see, I'm not good with his album names. I just know the songs.
Killer is a masterpiece, man. Beginning to end.
Now, was that 82 or 83? Because I remember us going through all the albums.
Killer is around 1971.
Oh, 71.
It's really early.
It's their third album, and it is fucking incredible.
Harlem just gargled water to get rid of him. How you doing?
As long as he's not choking on it. You know what impressed me about the Alice Cooper band though was the 1969 the first album was Pretty's for You. Have you guys ever heard that shit?
Yes, I have, thanks to you.
It's fucking nuts. It's so bad. It's so bad it's kind of awe-inspiring in a way.
It was fucking awful. And I said
horrible.
all they can do is go up from there.
it just makes me want to, bang my head against the wall when I listen to that shit.
Right,
So
and then
bad.
you'll wonder why Quiet Riot comes out with a song called "Bang Your Head."
Mental health will drive you mad.
But the only good thing is that's what got Frank Zappa to sign them to his record label, because he thought they were so goddamn awful. He thought any band this shitty I got to sign, because Frank was Frank, right? Frank was nuts, right?
Suzanne, I'm glad that you do feel very content being single.
At her age, she's happy being single, and here I am flirting with her backstage.
I'm happy being single too. I only flirt because I can flirt.
Well, Susie, if you like being single,
flirt doesn't mean I'm serious.
Susie, if you like being single, that's fine. You can stay single, but if you still want me to flirt with you, that's fine too. If not, tell me to fuck off, and I'll fuck off. It don't matter.
Oh boy!
And then but then we got
what the fuck kind of laugh was that? Jesus!
But then we got to remember the second Alice Cooper, Easy Action.
Yeah.
That was they were actually starting. They were
take care of this, Daniel.
Take care, Daniel.
Hey, Dan. They were actually beginning to learn how to play. Actually, learning how to play their instruments on that second album.
60 years old, single and skinny, and still pretty. I'm good. Yes, you are good. Yes, you are.
You're still qualified to grab any of these gentlemen over there.
Okay. You're gonna buy me a plane ticket to Saskatchewan so I can.
Oh, fuck his own shit! Just get the fuck over there. I already told her I'm hopping the border.
Just drive yourself and cross a couple of provinces.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't want to drive my car across town, much less across.
Yeah, know what, PvP? That's the difference between you and me. I make this look good because I didn't got a license, and I don't care how I get there. I already told her if I gotta hop the fucking border, I'm hopping the fucking border.
My
dumb
car
shit.
My
if you want to fucking do something, you're gonna fucking get your arse out there and fucking do it. So
anyway, back to Easy Action. That actually was not half bad. There were some good songs on that, but they were nowhere near good. And then you know what happened? The Alice Cooper band.
Thank you, Susie. Thank you, Susie.
Thank you.
Hey there, baby. Hey baby, bend over for me. Hey there, baby.
No, PvP. She don't like wrinkly balls. Remember?
Oh yeah. So I'm out of luck then because my balls are too old. So
Suzanne says stay in BC. Oh, man.
Yeah. You know.
I guess I've been told off now, haven't I?
Wow.
I know what BC stands for. Ball crusher.
Yeah.
Well, she is a ball crusher when she makes comments like that one. Anyway,
remember what I said earlier about PvP now.
Anyway, the Alice Cooper band.
Thank you, Susie.
They finally got when they solidified into a good band was the third album, where they got their producer. What the fuck is his name? Oh,
was that the album that featured School's Out and
No.
For summer.
No. That's later.
Okay.
It was like
I better be careful. I might get claimed again.
I'm 18. I'm 18.
I'm 18. I'm living in a dream. I want a trip to Spain and God, that's a good album.
Oh shit! That reminds me of another song.
Mikey, you must know the producer. What was the producer, Mikey? Help me out here.
Hold on, Mikey. What band say 18 in life? I'll take it. 18 in life, and
I'm 18
in life.
Well, no.
Was that Skid Row?
That was Skid Row, 18, yes.
Okay, yep.
I actually played Alice Cooper's 18 when I turned 18 that day.
Yeah, I'm 18 and I don't know what I want.
I played that. I played that day, Mikey. It was so good.
Something about where he talks about outer space.
I want to go to outer space.
My brain is starting to delete itself. Going, these lyrics, Mikey, and like fuck.
Oh,
brain
you
is
got
like a
Swiss
unique
cheese
shit.
brain now. Now you know how it feels, motherfucker.
I do. How you do?
How you doing? Yeah, Susie says, indeed it does, Jay. I was raised in BC, ball crusher. I know, yes.
Ah! Well, that's great that you're waiting on Jay there, Suzanne.
Well, I done told her as soon as Nikki's done, and you know what? It's just me and the boy.
Well, that'll be Brandon and Harlem that you'll be watching over.
Well, that's okay. I got a 6'4" looking motherfucker looking after a 5'3" motherfucker. I think it works out good.
Well, there you go. You got the best of both worlds. You got your point guard and your center.
Yeah, well, Brandon's not very fucking
athletic
either. So
oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
He's all about his fucking cell phone and his computers. Like the school wants to put him in the robotics program. So
nice.
So I think him and Harlem will get along fucking famously.
Oh, I think they will. I you know what? They might have your son create the next AI that will eventually lead to Skynet.
You know, between him and Harlem, I think if they put their fucking brain things together, yeah, fucking rights they could.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I just looked. The third album is called "Love It to Death."
Love It to Death.
That is a fucking classic, man. You know, I can't believe how much. I can't believe how much they improved from that second shitty album to the third one. They turned into an actually really good band. You know, I think the reason why, because they got Bob Ezrin as the producer, and he probably
that was his name, Bob. Yeah, Ezrin. Right.
Bob Ezrin.
Bob.
And I think Bob probably walked in. He said, "You fucking assholes, smarten the fuck up and start playing your fucking guitars like a real band." And they were like,
nice.
"Oh, sorry, Bob." You know.
Well, you know, Susie absolutely loves Mikey's brain because he knows all the facts. And
I don't know all the facts.
she says that her little village is working on a house next to her, fixing it up. Hey, how you doing? Jay, them boys will be thick as thieves. Oh, you know it, girl. You know it. Brandon already codes video games on his Chromebook for school. So,
right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if they build your very first Terminator and then they multiply them and create them.
You know what? They better build me a fucking sex bot first. That's all I got to say.
Oh, yeah. Right. Something better than what they do out there in Japan.
Exactly.
Can I just get
that way I can make some money first?
Oh shit!
I just want to get something that pays my rent. Can I get that built?
And if you could,
I want to get a rent bot that'll pay.
You know, PvP, I could pay the rent all day long, all night long. It don't matter. I'm gonna go to work to pay the rent. Okay, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. My number one priority is my kids and my woman, and once one's gone, the focus is completely on the other. So whatever I do is make sure the other one has everything they fucking need, no matter what the fuck I gotta do. Okay. Even if that means I gotta take shit out of hand illegally, and if I can go do what I gotta do and go where I gotta go, that's what the fuck I'm gonna do. And that's why Susie's saying what she's saying, because she knows I'm gonna do what the fuck I gotta do. Okay. And she knows I'm gonna take care of fucking anything I gotta do once I fucking get wherever the fuck I'm going. So
Suzanne, I'm also sure that they will. You know, since they're doing the next door neighbor's house to yours, I'm sure they will help you with yours. I'm sure they will.
And you know what? Even if they don't, as long as I got access to materials, I'll fucking do the goddamn shit.
Yeah, then let you do it by yourself. Go ahead, man. Absolutely. I know you can do that stuff.
It might take me longer because I'm doing it by my fucking self, but you know what? At least it'll fucking get done.
It'll save her money too. It will.
And it might give her a tax break. So
hey, for sure. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, the way the budget's going, our taxes, I bet our taxes are gonna go through the roof next year.
You just don't let them don't let them
Did any of you guys hear the parliamentary budget officer?
The parliamentary. Hey, are you okay?
Hey,
No,
I don't
but
fault Suzanne at all for, for homeschooling.
I'll post it later.
Yeah. Yeah, I
I
don't
told
blame her at
Harlan
all for
from
that.
school years ago, we're not teaching him anything he doesn't already know. So yeah,
But-
and
but-
that's the thing right there. Our schools here quit teaching cursive. And I'm looking at my son, and I'm like, how the fuck you gonna sign a legal document?
cursive.
How the fuck you gonna sign any kind of contract?
I can barely write. That's how fucked up I am.
Yeah, but I mean, you can still be
But
able to.
you had grammar and
Yeah,
penmanship in school. They don't even do that no more.
Yeah.
Oh, but at my age, I can still barely write because I'm getting old and feeble.
Well, you know what? If you write like chicken scratch, then you might be able to pull off the frog
Yeah, I
as a
do.
doctor.
I do a chicken scratch, but you know what? As long as I get my check, all the information correct, they don't give a fuck. So
Right.
they're good with that. They're good with a chicken scratch.
Oh, good luck with that, Suzanne. They're going to learn what work really is. And I don't think either one of them knows what real work is yet. So
Work. What was that great line in Firefly?
work. Oh,
No, I love that line when Zoe says, "I need this man to tear my clothes off," and he goes, "Work." That was hilarious. I love that line.
Oh, I thought you were talking about that one song that the girl did, an R&B song called "Work."
No. I love Firefly. Firefly was 14 episodes.
Oh, Firefly was fucking awesome. By the way, we were talking about actors that played on other shows. The guy that played the captain of Firefly, Captain Mel, he played in either a detective or a lawyer show, Mikey. What did he play in after Firefly?
Oh, I know.
Nathan, are you talking about Nathan Fillion? He just recently appeared in the Superman movie. He was
After Firefly was done, though, he played. He played like in a really popular. It was either lawyer or detective show or something.
Yeah, it was like a detective show, wasn't it?
Yeah, because Nikki was like, "Oh, there's Captain Hot Pants."
I can look it up for you guys.
Because
I'm amazed that Mikey doesn't know this already.
Yeah, I'm surprised too.
I never really followed the career of Nathan.
Gosh, you're Mikey. You're disappointing me, man.
Now,
come on, Castle, yeah,
Castle. There you go.
See, I knew that.
And you know, he did put brown coat references into some episodes, right?
Yeah, now he was in Castle from 2009 to 2016.
Yes.
He did 173 episodes, and the two roles he did were Richard Castle or Joe Flynn.
But I remember there were some episodes where he would do a brown coat reference.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what the fuck they are, but I'm sure there were a couple episodes.
Well, if you don't know what they are, then you didn't watch enough Firefly.
Well, I watched all of Firefly like 6 or 7 times at least.
Wow. He actually lent his voice to Spider-Man 2 video game back in 2023.
Did any of you guys see the movie in the theater when it came out?
No.
Oh.
I told you the last time I went to a theater to see a movie was Titanic.
That was a long time ago.
No,
yes, it was.
Gosh, you're almost as old as I am.
No, I'm not, you old fucker.
Oh man.
See, that's how you get PvP.
I saw the Firefly movie Serenity when it came out.
Yes, Serenity was the 2-hour finale that came out a year and a half after the show ended because the fans demanded it. So,
maybe even 2 years later.
2 years later, even.
Off, right?
Yeah, it was a year and a half to 2 years later because the fans wanted. Okay, they said if you're not going to bring the show back, give us a fucking ending. Wrap up these fucking storylines.
Conclusion. Yeah.
Yes, give us a conclusion.
And I saw it in a theater. I actually saw it the first week with a packed house. Like it was full. There was no seats. And
absolutely, Susie.
I remember watching, and it was bad enough when they killed Book off, right? They killed Book.
Oh, Book, yeah. Oh, you know why I was so pissed off that they played Book? because the first time I seen that actor was on Barney Miller.
Yes, yes, me too. Yes. Ron Glass, right?
Ron Glass, yes. The first time I seen him was on the TV show Barney Miller.
And
And
you
I
know,
was like,
the thing. As soon as I watched the movie, I noticed Ron Glass was much more physical and fit in the series.
oh,
and
fuck yeah. He was way more muscular in Firefly and Serenity than he ever was on Barney Miller.
But the thing is, in the movie,
But you gotta remember, there's like 15, 20 years between the two shows. So.
But the thing is, in the Firefly film, I could tell. I think he was battling cancer at that point or something, because I could tell this.
He was a little smaller.
He did not look. He did not look as
he
healthy.
didn't look good at all. No, he didn't. No.
Yeah, he looked like shit basically.
But he died. Yeah, he died soon after Serenity, didn't he?
Probably. I mean,
I can't remember.
But
Susie says, "Jay, tell Nikki hello, and I hope she's feeling better." Absolutely. You know what? She loves hearing from everybody. So yes, I will definitely tell her that. Thank you, Susie. She loves. She loves this community. She loves my community. So yes, absolutely, I'll tell her.
Yeah, ever since Serenity, he's done a lot of voice acting roles.
Oh, okay. So he did do some other stuff. Okay.
He did do other stuff.
I don't.
He was in Lost. Well, he was in Lost, the J.J. Abrams thing for.
Oh, was he in Lost? Really? Okay.
Yeah, he appeared as Kevin Callis in season 3, episode.
Well,
6
let's just say Callis.
All right, Callis.
I don't think he lived too long after that movie.
I want to say he didn't either, but if he was in Lost and he had,
I thought he was. He
had to held on for a while
when he did the film.
Well, no, I'm talking about Nathan Fillion, but anyway, okay.
My bad. I thought we were talking about Ron Gladstone. My bad.
No. I'm not talking about the black man. Come on.
I'm talking about Ron Glass. I think he died.
Okay, so you're talking about Captain Hot Pants, as Nikki calls him.
Well, Captain Hot Pants is doing all kinds of shit.
Yeah, Killian.
I just wish he'd do fucking more Firefly. Fuck.
You know, Killian. I can remember the last name Killian because 30 miles over in the town that my mom lives in, I worked for some people that were related to the guy my grandma dated back in the 90s, and their last name was Killian.
Do you guys think there's any chance they could still do a Firefly?
Absolutely, if they do it the right fucking way and don't fuck with it.
If they got the good writers back and good directors.
Well, you know what? Here's the downfall. You need Josh Whedon to fucking direct it.
Yeah.
But the problem with Josh Whedon is he's been fucking so canceled.
He's been so fucking corrupted because they told him you can't do Firefly.
Well, he's been canceled because people fucking don't like his shit, right?
Well, we're bringing him. Well, they're bringing him back, Fillion. They're bringing him back to do this series called Lanterns, and he's doing the first 8 episodes of that next year in 2026.
Okay, so what show is this about, Mikey?
Lanterns is the Green Lanterns. So the
Green Lantern
Corps. Oh yeah, he plays Guy Gardner, which was the role he did in Superman.
DC. It's actually DC. It's not MCU. Holy fuck!
No, it is DC. It's Lanterns. It's a series that's coming out.
Oh yes, I've been wanting more DC shit because fuck all this MCU bullshit.
Yeah, I can't wait to see DC Lanterns. That does look good. Yeah, that does look good.
But I still wish that just when I watched a couple of years ago, the cast, some of the they go on the internet and do the fan stuff. They still look pretty fucking good, I gotta say. For like 20 years later, they don't look that bad at all.
Yeah. Plus, did you guys?
I would love.
Thank you so much, Susie. I know you do, Susie, and I appreciate it. I really do. I appreciate it. Nikki appreciates it. Little Sci-Fi, Brandon appreciates it. So,
right.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. And I'm always thinking about you and Harlan too. We all are. So,
And Nathan, besides that series, he's also been doing The Rookie. Remember, he's Officer John Nolan in The Rookie.
But Nathan has said he'd love to do more Firefly.
The others have to agree with that too.
I want to read this.
What I've seen on panels, a lot of them
Wow, your voice is going kind of high.
A lot of them have said that they would be very interested in doing more of.
Susie says, "Ugh, I want to cut my hair, my damn nails, and I told you, let them grow, and I'll take care of them for you." And you sent me a picture of your nails, Susie. Yes, you did. Holy fuck, you got some fucking skin scratchers and
you just there. Reminded me. I got
and starting to take up time to care for. I told you if Nikki ever goes, I'm getting across that border one way or the fucking other. So sorry that's your bitch for today. Hey, we got the Fresno nerds. Cheers, Fresno bro. Nerds. Much love, Barbie. We got Barbie in the house from Fresno nerds.
Woo,
hey, Barbie, how you doing?
Hey,
how you doing, Barbie? Good to see you. Yeah. Hey, beautiful, says Barbie to Suzanne. Love you, girl. Yes, absolutely. Susie goes over to Fresno Nerds all the time. The rest of y'all should too. That's an awesome fucking channel over there.
Yeah, Fresno Nerds are cool. I've actually got them subscribed.
She's a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. Blah, 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 blah.
No, you got to think it the right way. She's a Barbie girl in a Barbie world.
Hey, who's saying Barbie girl?
I don't know, but my sister used to have it as her ringtone when I called her. So.
Oh, come on now. Now, you guys really should know this because this was like late 80s, early 90s. It's a group called Aqua. It was a one-hit wonder.
Yes, Aqua. That's Aqua. You know, I should know that because my mom used to use Aquanet hairspray when I was a kid. So.
You know, I should know Aqua because I used to have an aquarium with fish.
Oh, man.
Woo! We just went live. Seen you live, had to stop in and show you some love. Let's fucking go! Absolutely. Hey, you know what? And Chelsea says, hope all is well, Susie. Absolutely. You know what? Susie and not Susie, but Barbie and Beezy are live right now over at Fresno. So I think we got to wrap this up pretty soon and go over and hang out with the Fresno nerds. What do y'all think?
You gotta go wrap it up.
Yeah, we've been going just over 2 hours now. So.
Oh yeah. Keep a space open for us, Fresno nerds, and
you know what? They've always got space on their YouTube, and you know I might just go backstage and talk with them on their Discord. You might hear me in between songs. You never know. So.
Party with the Fresno nerds.
Hit that thumbs up. Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Barbie.
Yeah.
Barbie, life is great, honey. Absolutely. I love how you spell honey.
Hey, Fresno's like the center of California. Well, not technically, but anyway.
Well, they are in California. I just don't know exactly where, but that's okay.
No, I know where Fresno is, but Fresno is not exactly the dead center of the whole state. So I'm just saying. They're pretty close though. They're in they're in what they call the Central Coast. So it's like, you know.
All I know is they grow amazing weed. That's all I know. So.
Oh, yeah. Well, that goes without saying. About 70 or 80% of the weed you use for medicinal purposes is processed in California.
You know what? Fuck medicinal. I live in Michigan. That shit's legal here.
Yeah. Hey, don't blame me. My family grew up, raising wine vineyards.
Yes, Susie says she's doing fabulous, Barbie. Couldn't be any better. Absolutely.
Absolutely. Oh, well, we're happy to hear that you're well too, Barbie and the gang.
Absolutely. So, yeah, we've been going 2 hours, almost 15 minutes. Mikey, you want to say something about your new channel you got going on here?
Oh, sure. Well, it's called Chatty Blogger MS, the MS standing for Mikey Suzanne or Mikey Suze. And we just have to start over from the beginning, and I don't have a problem with that. There's reasons that we had for why a hacker got a hold of us and hacked through our system and did all sorts of shit. But the best part is he didn't try to kill us with a knife or a gun. So I guess, there is a little bit, a sliver of good hope there in anything. Yeah, we just right now I'm doing my Wednesday shows sometime after noontime on Wednesday afternoons. I'm finishing up the last two pop culture series I've been going over with TOS and with Get Smart, and then when that's done, I do now have StreamYard, for free. I have the free plan. So
Yeah, now they have 20 free hours a month, not 10. Trust me, I will make up emails for you to get all the fucking free hours you want. Bud. So.
Yeah, totally. So we're planning. We might plan something for Halloween. We did last year with Raquel and everybody, so we might be able to do another Halloween stream with some people this year. Well, we'll see what happens with that. But anyway,
so
that's what's happening with us. Pretty
spooky season's here, and I still got my Friday the 13th collection to play online for everyone to watch along with.
You still have your mask? Because I would love to have you on board so you can show your mask off.
Yeah, I got a few different masks. But,
nice. Okay, great.
I got is it Friday the 13th? No, I got my Friday the 13th games, but I got my Freddy collection of movies that we can play.
Nice. Freddy stuff. Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for us.
And Susie says her health is doing great. Absolutely. I'm so fucking happy to hear that. That makes
Suzanne and I are very happy to hear that, Miss Suzanne. Yeah.
Miss Susie.
Miss Susie. Sorry.
There you go. Don't get them confused.
Yeah, try not to.
How you doing? PvP. Are you doing stuff on your channel now, or what do you got going on, bud?
Whoop. You just disappeared.
Okay. I guess PvP don't want to say nothing. But I thought he was doing stuff on his channel. So check out the Pleasant Valley Picker, aka PvP. I thought he was doing stuff on his channel.
He's got his musical playlist, and he's got The Damned, he's got David Bowie, he's got lots of Canadian bands I became listening to when I first moved here to Canada. So I want to thank him for a lot of that music he's got put up there, and some good bands and some good singers. So he's got some good playlists on his channel. So
absolutely. And if you want to check out more of the Sci-Fi Nation, check back next time we're live. You know what? You'll get a notification. I posted on Twitter, Twitter, Discord, and Facebook. So hey,
sounds good.
There you go, folks. With that, anything else you want to say, Mikey?
Yeah, just be careful out there. It's a rough world, and as I say in this thing below me,
you're going to use my outro now. Okay.
Yeah, I'm a lion. Well, no, I'm a tiger now. This is Tiger Holmes. It's like Sherlock Holmes. He's got the pipe smoking, and
Well, yeah, that sounds like a meth head around here. Anyway, this is my outro. Hey, it's a rough world out there. Let's take care of each other. Mikey, that kind of sounds like what you were saying, but anyhow, that's what I've always been saying.
Yeah.
Take care until next time. We'll see you next time on Sci-Fi Nation, yo.
Take care, everyone.